The number one collector's coin in America today is the iconic Morgan silver dollar. It was struck from 1878 until 1921 during its initial run, and it's considered by many to be the true coin of the American Wild West. During that first year of issue in 1878, there was a major controversy in regards to the design of the Morgan silver dollar, specifically how many tail feathers the eagle had. This resulted in a design change by the U.S. Mint shortly after striking the coins, which resulted in 3 separate designs existing for that first year of issue in 1878. We have the corrected design, the 7 tail feather coin, in beautiful, uncirculated condition, despite being well over 145 years old. The stunning 1878 7 tail feather Morgan dollar is item number 905-1755. That's 905-1755. And while our limited supplies last, we are just $129.95 for this rare piece of U.S. Mint history. At that price, we are at least $200 less than our nearest competition for these stunning, uncirculated silver dollars. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head over to our website, avccoins.com. Head on up to the search bar and put 905-1755. That's 905-1755 to grab a first year of issue Morgan silver dollar with the corrected design in beautiful, uncirculated condition for a price that is truly the envy of our competition. Just $129.95. Now, during that first year of issue of the iconic Morgan silver dollar, when the coin was initially released, the eagle on the back had 8 tail feathers. However, after a short while and the coin started to circulate, people started to get upset, mainly because wildlife experts and print media pundits were pointing out the fact that they believed that this was the incorrect number of tail feathers. Mainly because they argued that eagles and other birds like it typically had an odd number of tail feathers, with many of them claiming up to 9 or 13. Ironically, when the dust finally settled, they would end up being wrong, and they actually have even numbers of tail feathers, so the original 8 tail feather design was actually correct. However, back in 1878, there was no quick way to remedy this, so the U.S. Mint capitulated to the public oppression of it and changed the design from 8 tail feathers to 7 tail feathers. However, during this transition, they sometimes mixed up the 8 and 7 tail feather dies, resulting in 3 separate coin designs for that first year. The original 8 tail feather that was only struck for a short time, the 7/8 tail feathers that were accidentally created during that transition period, and the corrected 7 tail feather design. Now, despite it being the corrected design with the highest total mintage out of all 3 of those designs, they would end up striking 9.7 million total Morgan dollars with the 7 tail feather design. Very few of these coins have survived today in any condition whatsoever. In fact, if you combine all 3 of those designs from 1878, there are just 122,674 that are known to exist in any condition whatsoever with NGC or PCGS. And that's the 7 tail feathers, the 8 tail feathers, and the 7/8 tail feathers. When we're talking about just the 7 tail feathers, there are only 63,890 known in any condition whatsoever with NGC or PCGS. That's from the VGs all the way up to stunning MS64s and 5s. Just 63,890 out of 9.7 million total Morgan dollars. That breaks down to just 1 in every 153 coins struck with a 7 tail feather design. When you break that down to a percentage, it is less than 1% of the entire mintage. The actual number is almost 0.5%. Just 0.65% of the entire mintage from 1878 with the 7 tail feather design is known to exist today in any condition whatsoever with PCGS or NGC. That is incredibly rare, and its rarity is reflected in its price with our competition. Our competitors want over $339 for the 7 tail feather coin when you can find it in beautiful, uncirculated condition. We are more than $209 less at just $129.95. That means our value is so good that at $129.95, you can buy 2 coins from us tonight and still save almost $80 versus our competitors' same coins. In fact, our competition is asking for over $250 for a circulated version of this exact coin. We are significantly less for a beautiful, better condition, uncirculated piece at just $129.95. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933. Or if you don't feel like using the phone tonight, and I get it, our phone lines are getting a bit backed up. With a deal this good, that's to be expected. You can head on over to our website, abccoins.com. Head up to the search bar and then put 905-1755. It's 905-1755. And you can grab a first year of issue Morgan silver dollar with the corrected 7 tail feather design, a design change that caused so much controversy during the first year of issue, for just $129.95. That's almost $210 less than our nearest competition for what has become an iconic must-have coin. Now, you heard me say that the Morgan silver dollar was struck from 1878 until 1921 during its initial run. And that's because in 2021, for the 100th anniversary of the transition of the Morgan dollar to the peace dollar, the silver dollar that followed the iconic Morgan dollar, they would release a small number of 2021 Morgan dollars struck at the Philadelphia Mint. As a result of these 100th anniversary Morgan dollars being struck, Morgan dollar fever has regripped the nation in a way that we have not seen in decades. And when it comes to collecting, firsts and lasts are always important, especially when there is an issue with the design like what the Morgan dollar had in 1878. All 3 of those coins, the 8 tail feather, the 7/8 tail feather, and the 7 tail feather, are iconic must-have silver dollars that are perfect additions to any collection, because it's hard to beat a 145-year-old silver dollar that you can get for $210 less, while also grabbing one of the first Morgan dollars ever struck in the history of the United States Mint. The Morgan is considered the most iconic collector's coin in the history of the United States Mint, and that's in large part due to its status as the iconic Wild West silver dollar. This is the first year of issue corrected design with the 7 tail feather design strike, which ironically, when the dust would finally settle, would end up being the incorrect number all along. We are just $129.95 while our limited supplies last, and at more than $209 less than our nearest competition, these coins are going to disappear, and disappear quickly. Make sure you call in now and grab yours while you still have the chance. At just $129.95, we are the envy of our competition, more than $120 less than their heavily circulated piece, for a beautiful uncirculated coin at just $129.95. Make sure you call in now and grab yours before this chance is gone for good.